What's going on, people, man? Very good evening to you all and happy Friday. Some good news here as we approach the weekend, man. Big up to everybody watching the video and that is about to join the live stream. As always, guys, all of you guys that join, feel free to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're almost at 1,100 subscribers, man. I remember only a couple of weeks ago, we was begging to get past that 1,000 mark. We're already pushing 1,100. So shout out to all of you guys, man. This is my live reaction video to it now becoming official. It's official, people. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte is on. Set to take place on April the 23rd at Wembley Stadium. I'm going to give my live reaction to this, man, because, yeah, it's a long time coming. I'll say that. It's been a long time coming for this fight. We've had so much going back and forth in the media, but today it's been made official. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte will face off at Wembley Stadium, not Wembley Arena, not Manchester Arena, not the O2 Arena. This is at Wembley Stadium, people. So, yeah, it's a big one. Another huge domestic clash for the UK. And I, for one, am really looking forward to it, man. So I'm going to give you my reaction to this. And anyone that wants to join and let your comments in, feel free. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, I always knew that this was going to happen, if I'm being real. I always knew that Dillian Whyte was going to sign the contract. I know that there was a lot of people kind of getting a bit nervous as to whether Dillian Whyte would sign or not. And that is simply because he's been quiet throughout this whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Ever since the Queensberry won the purse bids for this fight, Dillian Whyte hasn't said anything, hasn't said a word. And there were some people that were thinking that maybe Dillian Whyte won't take the fight because he was upset. I mean, he made it pretty clear that he was upset about the percentage split for this fight, which is, of course, 80% in Tyson Fury's favor and 20% in Dillian Whyte's favor. And somebody that's a star over here like Dillian Whyte, of course, he's going to be quite upset about that. So when Queensberry won the purse bids, there was just mute from Dillian Whyte. Didn't say anything. So, yeah, there was a bit of people that were worried whether he was going to sign a contract or not for this fight. But we found out later on this week that he did sign it. And, of course, now it has been made official. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte, April the 23rd at Wembley Stadium, man. So what? That's less than 2 months away. Less than 2 months away, these two are set to get it on. Shout out to my bro, Mohammed, in the chat. He's put here, come on, Whyte. I believe Fury wins, but Whyte is going to do better than what people think. When you think about it, man, Dillian Whyte has really been... I mean, you think about how long he's been high up in those WBC rankings, #1 rated challenger, and then become mandatory. He's been waiting a long time for this shot. Almost got put in jeopardy after he lost to Povetkin, but then he avenged that as they had a rematch clause in it. But Dillian Whyte has taken a lot of hard fights along the way. He's been chasing down this route. You know, he's stuck to his guns, and he's decided to go this way. I mean, he could have went he could have went for another title, but he chose to pursue the WBC belt, and now finally he's going to get his opportunity at the belt, man. So yeah, he's going to put it all on the line on April the 23rd. I'm sure he will do, but he's coming up against somebody in Tyson Fury who's recognized as the best heavyweight in the division right now. #1 in the world. Of course, Tyson Fury is still undefeated. He defeated Vladimir Klitschko over there in Germany, which was a massive win at the time. He defeated Deontay Wilder twice, also shared a draw with him, in which many believe that he did enough to win. So Tyson Fury, man, he is looked at as the #1 in the division. But are we seeing signs of him slowing down at all? I mean, he did get knocked down again in that third Wilder fight. You know, he probably wasn't at his best that night, but he still did very well to get the job done the way how he did. You know, he knocked Wilder out, so not knocking his performance. But I think that he performed better in the second fight against Deontay Wilder. So Tyson Fury, I mean, he needs to get up for a fight to really push himself. And he's going to get up for this one. Do you know what I mean? He will get up for this fight here with Dillian Whyte. He's a domestic rival. The two know each other very well. They've got a long history with each other, and they don't like each other. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, Tyson Fury, his first fight back in the UK for a good few years now, he's going to want to put on a show, I'm sure. So he will get himself into the best possible shape, and he will go into this fight as the favorite, no doubt about it. I've already seen Tyson Fury come out yesterday and say that he's going to come off social media now that he knows that the fight is official, and he's going to get down to business. So, listen, Tyson Fury will be bringing it, I'm sure, and Dillian Whyte will be bringing it as well. This will be a very good contest, man. I really am looking forward to this. Big up Mohammed here. He said here, do you think Fury can outbox Whyte like he did Wilder in the first fight? Well, for me, that would be the best way to beat Dillian White, in my opinion. Tyson Fury has shown he's got that ability. He can stick, move, but can he do it now in this later age? He hasn't done it for his last couple of fights. He did it perfectly against Wilder in the first fight. I thought he should have won that fight. He also did it against Vladimir Klitschko, where he got up on his toes and was boxing and moving. I think that strategy there will be the best way for him to beat Dillian White. If he approaches the Dillian White fight like he did with the Wilder fight, especially the third one, I give Dillian White more of a chance. Do you know what I mean? I give him definitely more of a chance because White will bring it. He'll bring it to the body. He'll bring it to the head. I mean, he will go for it. And if Tyson Fury is obliging him, then it creates more opportunities for Dillian White. So I think, Mohammed, that Tyson Fury should approach this fight the way how he did the first Wilder fight, the Klitschko fight, where he's up on his toes, he's sticking and moving, he's showing good defense. He can do that. For somebody as big as him and somebody that's not got the most athletic body in the world, it's amazing, you know, what he can actually do for somebody his size. But can he still do that now? I mean, how old is Tyson Fury? 33 years old. He's put on a lot of weight since then. You know, he's not as lean as he was in that Klitschko fight. Maybe he's not even as lean as he was in the first Wilder fight. Do you know what I mean? He carried quite a bit of weight in the second and especially the third fight. So what sort of shape will he get himself into? He's got Sugar Hill in the corner. Sugar Hill likes to employ a different type of strategy than the stick and move. But you never know. I mean, they're versatile over there. Tyson Fury he can fight both ways. And I think that way will be the way for him to defeat Dillian White. Big up my brother Harvey in the chat. He says, it's official, baby. It sure is, bro. I'm happy about this, man. This is some great news. And yeah, I was certain that this was going to happen. Man. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comments here. Live reaction to Tyson Fury and Dillian White being signed. Now, tickets for this fight, they're going to be on sale on Wednesday, I believe. They go on sale on Wednesday. And one of the questions that I posted on my Twitter a couple of days ago was whether you think that this fight sells out Wembley or not. Do you know what I mean? It's a massive ask. And when you look at the likes of Wembley before, I mean, you've had George Groves and Carl Froch. They did 80,000 in there. You've had AJ and Klitschko. They've done a lot of numbers in there. So, yeah, I think that this fight definitely does have the potential to sell out Wembley for sure. It's a huge fight over here in the UK. Both of these guys are well known. You know, how big of a star are they? I think that if it gets the right push, then it could do very good numbers at Wembley. And also, it would need a solid undercard as well. And will Frank pay that? Will he pay for a solid undercard here? I don't know. It'll be interesting. But Harvey is already looking to get some tickets. He's saying it. Listen, my group chats, people are talking about tickets for this fight as well. So there is a good chance that this will sell a lot of numbers, man. I think that this will do well in the UK. And for Frank Warren and Bob Arum to put this in Wembley Stadium, they must be confident as well that this will sell out Wembley, man. So listen, it's on, people. I'm looking forward to this. I wonder, I mean, I know that Dillian White will be contractually obliged to go to the press conferences. He will have to go. He doesn't have to say anything, but he will have to go, I believe, and of course, attend the weigh-in as well. So it's going to be very interesting, man, to see how he approaches this. I think so far he's done very well with, you know, how he's played this without saying anything. He's had Fury rattled. I don't care what anybody says. Fury and the team were definitely a little bit rattled that Dillian White wasn't saying anything. And, you know, deep down, he was probably there laughing all along, knowing that he was going to sign the contract for this fight. But, yeah, I wonder how Dillian White is going to play it. Is he going to say something? Is he going to be talking, or is he not going to say a word? We know that Dillian White, you know, he is confrontational. He does love to bring it. So how will he react, you know, when he's at the press conference and Tyson Fury is doing what Tyson Fury does? Will he do what Deontay Wilder did and put on them big headphones and not say anything? Ultimately, that didn't work for Deontay Wilder anyway. So maybe that won't really get in Fury's head that much at all. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. These two guys have got history, man. Dillian White knows Tyson Fury very well. Like I said, they've sparred each other in the past. Dillian White has his own recollections as to how that sparring session went. Tyson Fury has not really, I haven't really seen him rebuke that. Do you know what I mean? Dillian White did get the better of him apparently, but all of that won't matter when they go in the ring. Do you know what I mean? When they do face each other in the ring, it will be years since they've been shared the ring together. Both of them have obviously got considerably better since then. So, yeah, we can talk about it over here, but really deep down in terms of the fight itself, I don't think it will make too much of a difference. Harvey is saying here, Wembley is a big shout. It will need White to be talkative in the presser. This silent stuff, although smart in my opinion, won't help sell it. Yeah, I think they're all going to need a push from all angles here. And for Dillian White, I think regardless, like, he's going to have to take the split as to what it is now. If he talks and helps sell the fight, it will only do better for him. Do you know what I mean? It will only get him more money. So maybe he will be a bit more talkative now. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know if he's posted it on his social media yet. I'm not sure. But we'll keep an eye out for that one, I'm sure. Mohammed has said here, will they do a face-to-face like the gloves are off? Because that would be great. That would be excellent. I want to see Top Rank and I want to see Queensberry Top Rank. I want to see them go all out with this promo, man. Like you said there, Mohammed, they should do a gloves are off for this. They should do. Like, I don't know if they'll be able to do it because these two characters, man, you're going to need some big people in that room while you're doing that gloves are off, because we've seen Dillian White, especially in gloves are off, where it's got a bit techie in there. I'm thinking of the Chisora one. So, you know what I mean? You're going to have some serious security in that gloves are off. But I'd love to see it. They should do that. I hope they do. But you don't know with Queensberry, man. I'm not sure. Big Lou in the house, he said here, I can't see it selling Wembley out. It's a task. It's a huge fight for sure, but it is a task, and it's going to need everyone to get involved with it, man, including Dillian White. Do you know what I mean? Wembley is a big shout, man. It is a big shout to sell this one out. Tyson Fury, he is a star, but he's not on the star on the level of an AJ in terms of a ticket seller. Dillian White has shown that he can sell out the O2. You know what I mean? His headline pay-per-view over here. So I think that it will draw a crowd for sure, but Wembley is a huge stadium. Do you know what I mean? So Frank Warren and the team must be confident about it, but it is a big ask. Sorry. It is a big ask, man. Big up Mohammed here. He says here, White Chisora 1. Yeah, that was the one where they really went off on each other at the gloves are off, man. So, yeah, let's see what happens here. He's also asked me, who am I supporting in this fight? I'm not going to lie. I'd like to see Dillian White do it. I'm a fan of Dillian White. I'd love to see him do it, if I'm being real. I'd love to see Dillian White do it. But, of course, on this channel, I'll keep it fair and neutral. I'd like to see White do it, but I still think that Tyson Fury is the favorite, and he is the deserved favorite as well. If you were to ask me who I think would win, I would think Tyson Fury, but I'd like to see Dillian White win the fight, man. That's my opinion. But listen, I'm very happy that this fight has been announced. Another big domestic fight to look forward to. And yeah, I think that this is good. This will be an actual good fight. I can see it being a good one, man. I could just see it going off. I don't think these two will be feeling each other out. I can't see it. I can just see these two going at each other, man. Like, Dillian White ain't going to take no time to feel out Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury, I don't think he's going to want to feel out Dillian White either. So really, it could get messy in there. You're going to need a strong referee for when they get up close, these two. But yeah, I think that this could be a very good fight, man. I think it'll be entertaining. But what will the undercard be like? Do you know what I mean? How will the atmosphere in the stadium be like? We've seen that Queensberry shows before where, you know, it can go off. Do you know what I'm saying? It's gone off loads of times in there. And I just think with the crowds, the fan bases of these two guys, I could see it going off in there, man, for sure. I could see it going off. But listen, I hope that's not the case. I hope that it does run smoothly and there is no issues. But yeah, it could get a bit heated up in there on that fight night for sure. Harvey says here, White won't care about the promotion as much as he's not getting a cut of the pay-per-view. Oh, he's not getting a cut of the pay-per-view. If he's not getting a cut of the pay-per-view, then yeah, he's not really going to say anything. He's not going to be fussed about anything, man. Yeah, that will be down to Queensberry then and Top Rank and Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury has said that he's going to be going on mute. It'll be his team that will be posting on his behalf. So, yeah, let's see, man. I think that closer to the fight, the hype will really pick up. I remember with Kell Brook and Amir Khan, when that got announced, a lot of us were excited over here, but then I saw a lot of other people at the time were really dissing that fight. They were like, this is crap. We're not interested in that. And look what happened. Do you know what I mean? Look what happened on fight night. There was a huge atmosphere for it. But I say that, but that fight was at the AO Arena. This is at Wembley Stadium, people. This is huge. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the tickets sell for this fight. They go on sale on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've already had, like I said, people in my group chat have been going off about it. So, you know, not all of them are hardcore boxing fans like us over here. So maybe it will sell out. We'll find out. We'll find out. Big Lewis said here, I think White will go to war. I think he has to. I think he's got to make it uncomfortable for Fury. I think he's got to get in his chest. I think he's got to whack the body. Tyson Fury has put a lot of weight around that midsection. Dillian Whyte has got to really, I wouldn't say copy the tactics of Otto Wallin, but I think that he's got to make it a bit ugly in there and, you know, rough Fury up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Get in his chest, throw shots to the body and head. Don't allow Fury any room to get his shots off. I think that Whyte's got to do that. And Whyte is perfectly capable of doing that. Do you know what I mean? He's obviously going into this fight with the confidence of sparring Fury before, dropping Fury, apparently, according to Dillian Whyte as well. So, you know, I don't think that there will be too much feeling out, man. I think that these two will go straight at it and it will be an entertaining bout for sure. Big Lewis said here, I'll be surprised if Whyte isn't getting a cut of the pay-per-view. Yeah, I don't know where you heard that from, Harvey, but if that is the case, let me know. But yeah, that's Whyte not getting a cut of the pay-per-view at all. Wow. Didn't know that, man. I didn't actually know that myself. But yeah, if he's not, then I can understand why he's not saying anything, man. I mean, he's getting a low percentage in terms of the split and he's not getting a cut of the pay-per-view. Like, wow, that would be something. We'll see anyway, man. I wonder if Eddie Hearn will be involved in this. There's a lot of different backstories to this fight as well. Will Eddie Hearn be back in Whyte? He's already said that if Whyte needs him, he'll be there on the front line with him. Do you know what I mean? So that would mean he'll be at the fight, maybe at the press conference, maybe we'll see him and Frank Warren on the podium. I don't know, but we'll see. Eddie Hearn has already thrown his weight behind Dillian Whyte and said if he's needed, he'll be there. A bit like what happened with Canelo and who was Canelo fighting last? Caleb Plant. Obviously, that was a PBC show and they didn't want Eddie Hearn there. So Eddie Hearn was like, I'll be there if I need to be. He tried to be there, but they didn't really allow him to be, you know, anywhere near the fight like that. But he was in the building. Will Eddie Hearn be in the building for this one? He said that he will be. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out, man, for sure. Harvey said here, I saw people talking about it on Twitter. I'm not sure where they've heard it from. I'll have to check it out myself. But listen, to wrap this up, guys, let me just say this is official. It has been announced. Fury versus Dillian Whyte, April the 23rd. Very excited about this, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this build-up progresses up until then. Hopefully, we will see Whyte talk about it a little bit more. But if not, then, you know, it is what it is. The fight is on. That's all that matters. And, yeah, I hope Queensberry put a lot behind this as well. And it is at Wembley Stadium, man. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes off. It will be in the spring. Do you know what I mean? That's another factor. I think that maybe more people would like to come out during that fight, particularly with the weather. So, yeah, let's see how it goes, man. Let's see how it goes. Steve Harrison has said here, Whyte is getting a massive purse for a man who was knocked out 2 fights ago and never a champion. I hear that. That's a good point as well. But Whyte, to be fair to him, he has sold out the O2 Arena plenty of times. He has headline pay-per-view. He deserves this cut. He deserves it. And he probably did deserve a bit more of that percentage split because Fury hasn't done the sort of numbers over here that Whyte has done in the stadium, like in the O2 Arena and stuff like that. He's done well in America and he is the A side. He is the champion. But Dillian Whyte, to his credit, has sold out the O2 Arena plenty of times. He has headline pay-per-view. So we should give him his credit as well. But listen, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Just my quick reaction to this Fury versus Dillian Whyte is now on. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below, man, about this fight. Will you be going to it? Let me know. My group chat is popping off already about this. So I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are, how you see the fight going, whether you think it will sell out Wembley and so on. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.